Hey everyone, welcome to the Vita Cast, episode 113. I'm your host, Tyler Oltoff, with Kyle Wakeling, as always. What's up, Kyle?
Not a whole lot. What's up with you?
A whole bunch of crap, but we're not going to get into that.
Well, yeah. So, yeah.
So other than that, I'm great. Did you buy it?
6 out of 10.
Okay, I'll try harder next time. I'm great, Kyle.
All right. You're overselling
Oh,
it.
okay, alright. See, this is why I'm not an actor.
Should have practiced it in front of the mirror first.
That's what I need. Amazon, buy me a mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
Uh, I don't need to ask a mirror that. I already know the answer.
It's me.
Oh, okay. Anyways, let's not talk about Kyle's ego here. Let's talk about the Vita and its funness that it gives us. So, Kyle, what kind of shenanigans did you get into this weekend with your Vita?
Well, this weekend I attempted to clean up Valkyrie Drive Bikini, and didn't quite complete the task. I did clean up the main story bits, but I've only kind of dipped my foot into the other bits as I kind of got lost as the one has Japanese instructions for like challenges. So I
Yeah.
had to go find like a translation on the internet. Luckily, there was one, so I was lucky there. And the other one, I didn't know quite what to do at first, but it appears to just be, like a waves of enemies kind of thing, and you just bash through them in as quick a time as you want to, so, or
Huh.
as you can anyway. So yeah,
Interesting.
interesting. Yeah. So yeah, I had some fun with that, and it was definitely interesting getting to the story. Kind of like forks at the end, and there's two kind of endings. So it was interesting getting to the second ending and kind of seeing the different kind of twist that they threw in, which was kind of weird, but I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was good.
Well, that's good.
More on that soon. So yeah, that. Also, we played Hot Shots this week, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we played some Hot Shots Golf. You kicked my ass again because I just can't play when I'm playing against you for some
Do you
reason.
want redemption
Um,
tonight?
I do want redemption, Tyler. I do.
All right, maybe
Um,
after the podcast you'll get your redemption.
sounds like a plan. If I can play with the shit, but yeah. So you beat me, and yeah, I don't know. That's what it is. um, I think that's all I played.
Really?
Yeah, I think since the last time we talked, that's all I played.
All right. Well, for me, I played a little bit of Sword Art Online Hollow Fragment. I've been wanting to beat that game for a while now, and I realized I needed to grind some more before I could get past some certain points. But I'm loving that game as always. The game is so much fun, so I'll be playing more of that hopefully throughout the weeks to come. Um, what else did I play? As I'm looking on my Vita right now, I'm starting to notice that it doesn't even look like Hot Shots is on my Vita, which doesn't make sense because I haven't deleted it. So why is it missing, Kyle?
Magic missing Hot
Oh,
Shots.
I found it. They moved my bubble. Whenever I transfer my memory card, they still seem to not really be good at making sure my bubbles are in the same spot. So I found it. Anyways, so yeah, of course I played Hot Shots with you and kicked your ass so good. So good. Um, what else did I play? I played a little bit of Killzone actually before we started recording. I did a live stream and I got 2 trophies in the game. So that's something, Kyle. You proud
So,
of me?
so how close are you to the platinum now?
I don't even know. I think I need maybe 5 or 6 more trophies. It's a lot of the stupid like beat the missions in covert, beat the missions in the other one, beat the missions in the
Oh,
other way.
stuff that you're just too lazy to do. I see.
I'm not gonna lie, pretty much, yeah. I am lazy.
Because that's easy stuff. I did that pretty.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just time consuming, I guess. So, I got a lot more than 6. I got like 8 or 9 trophies left.
Yeah, that's you be there already, Tyler. Especially
Oh man, Skype hates us tonight, Kyle. Your voice is popping in and out again. Fuck you, Skype. I don't even know if you can hear me anymore. Well, while we wait for Skype to figure itself out, I'm going to continue talking about what I've played. Maybe Kyle will eventually start hearing me talking about something else and he'll realize what's going on. So, yeah, I played that. And I also played, I think, a little bit of, what's that game called? Nuclear Throne. Yeah, I think I played a little bit of that. I really want to play a lot more of it. There's a point. Oh, I'm tired. I want to get much further in the game. I keep getting stuck at a certain point and it kicks my ass and it's frustrating. So hopefully I can get better at that game. There's so much to play, so little time. Everyone knows the usual thing we say. Not enough time, too many games. So yeah, I think that's about all I've played. Hopefully Kyle's back and not cutting out anymore. You still there, Kyle?
No, I'm back, I think.
Okay, yay, he
Yeah, I'm
sounds
back,
normal.
I think.
Alright. So hopefully that doesn't happen anymore through the podcast, but I'm sure I'll let Kyle know if it happens. So let's jump into those reviews, shall we? So first up, we've got Foul Play. This was reviewed by Jenny. She gave it a 3.1 out of 5 and says, quote, a unique and fun theater setting, great dialogue, and interesting characters are unfortunately not enough to hide the fact that Foul Play is ultimately quite a repetitive and shallow side-scroller brawler. Fun to play with a friend and in short doses, but it is unlikely to keep you engrossed for long, end quote. So yeah, a little bit of mixed feelings on that one. It's not a terrible score, but it's not the best, so feel free to check out the full review to get more on that one if you're interested. I don't think Kyle's picked it up, but I could be wrong. Kyle, did you pick this up?
Nope.
All right, we're moving on. Kyle, what's next?
Next up is Earth Defense Force 2 Invaders from Planet Space, which was reviewed by Colin, and he gave it a 3.4 out of 5, saying, quote, it may not be pretty, it may not be groundbreaking, but what Earth Defense Force 2 lacks in creativity, it makes up in the sheer scale of its ridiculous, addictive, and fun B-movie style action, end quote. So it seems like you liked it enough to give it a decent score and fairly nicely worded description there. But yeah, doesn't seem like it's anything, groundbreaking or amazing. So maybe if you have the last one and you like to get this one, if not, read the review.
Yeah, I was interested in it, but I don't know. I'm too busy with stuff, so it's probably just never going to happen. What about yourself?
I'm not so much into this kind of game, so I don't know. Just seems mindless, and I can't go for mindless.
I gotcha. All right. Next up, we've got Level 22. This was reviewed by Liam. He gave it a 3.9 out of 5, and he says, quote, Level 22 is an enjoyable and exciting experience that turns what could be a normal everyday problem into a unique and enjoyable game. Although it may be short-lived, it's definitely worth your attention if you're a fan of stealth games, end quote. So this game looked very interesting. It's that one where I think you have to climb 22 levels to get back to your work or your office or whatever without being caught because you're late for work or something like that. So that one looks kind of interesting. You interested in it, Kyle?
Man, I just can't get too into stealth games, so I don't know. I'm always a little bit apprehensive. 3.9 is a decent score, so maybe I might look into a little bit more, but yeah, I don't know. Stealth games, man.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, maybe one day for me, but as it stands, meh, I'm good. All right, so yeah, those are all the reviews we have from this week. So feel free to check the site and read the full reviews to get more about these games and see if they are something you are interested in. So next up, we've got the new releases, and for North America, we are getting Blast 'em Bunnies for $4.99, Dree or Dry, I don't really know how to say that, for $11.99, and Pixel Hunter for $1.99. Kyle, you're up. What are they getting?
Europe's getting Cruxler Sigma for £11.49, €13.99, or 20.95 Australian dollars. That's dry, Tyler, dry.
Ah,
For £9, 49, €11 99, or 17.95 Australian dollars. Blastum Bunnies for £3 99, €4 99, or 7.55 Australian dollars. And Samurai Warriors for Empires with bonus, which comes out on the 11th, and the price is to be announced. So there you go.
well, all right. So, any of these interest you, Kyle?
Well, dry looks kind of weird. It's some sort of like cooperative puzzler thing where you stack things or something. I don't know. It looks kind of ridiculous, but it might be one of those fun things where you're kind of, instead of trying to cooperate with your friend, trying to beat them at it or something. Might be fun. I don't know.
Hmm.
The price is a little crazy, but
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Pixel Hunter, not for me. Seems a little basic, and I've got too many, you know, more complex, interesting games to go for first. And Blast and Bunnies, I'm not much of a, stationary shooter fan or a twin stick shooter fan, which this is kind of
That.
a variation on that. Only first person. And yeah, not interested. I don't know. So there you go.
Well, all right. That was easy.
Yeah,
Um,
Staples, that was easy button. What about
so
you, Tally?
yeah, for moi, nothing actually. I don't really have any interest in any of the games that came out this week. So that's easy for me. Let's hit that easy button again. So yeah, let's jump into the news. I really don't have anything to talk about those new releases. Sorry. So let's start it off. First up, new information has been released by Bandai Namco and Grinzella from Project City Shrouded in Shadow, the game which sees players take on the role of an average character. There we go. With no particular special abilities. The male protagonist is Ken Masaki, a young man who lived in Ichi City. On a rainy night in April, he goes to meet someone near the park when suddenly giant shadows show up out of nowhere and begin causing chaos. The female protagonist is Miharu Matsubara, who also lives in Ichi City. After a mysterious flash, she encounters the giant shadows that are destroying the city. She'll meet various people in the city and will have to work together with them to try to survive. Unfortunately, not everyone will be willing to help, and some will even try to take advantage of Miharu. The city citizens of Ichi City are just normal people with no way to fight back against the battling giants and the shadows that have taken over. It'll be important to keep moving in order to survive as the city is destroyed. No news yet on a release date, but as soon as we find out more, we'll let you know. Square Enix has released new gameplay details for Dragon Quest Heroes 2, The Twin Kings, and The Prophecy's End. The game is an action RPG where you'll get to control various different characters, each with their own unique skills. You'll be able to prepare for your adventure in the town of Zebian, which will act as your base, before you travel through various fields and dungeons to defeat many terrible and formidable enemies. In town, you can talk to many citizens in order to gather information and determine your next objective. You'll need to head to Lucinda's bar in order to change your party members. As you progress through the game, you'll gain lots of new companions, and you can easily select who you want to fight alongside by talking to Lucinda at the bar. At Rika's Inn, you'll find the multiplayer reception desk. The town also has a church, weapon shop, an armor orb shop, alchemy pot, and many other facilities. Outside the town are many different types of fields to fight in, ranging from harsh deserts to luscious green grass lands. Players will have to be careful, however, as monsters loiter in these fields. It's worth searching every corner of each area as you obtain a wide variety of items which are hidden away. Sometimes you'll even find treasure chests, but beware of mimics. As you progress through the game, you'll unlock many waystones which can be used to instantly move between locations. Dragon Quest Heroes 2, The Twin Kings, and The Prophecy's End is due for release in Japan on May 27th. Mauro Finelli from Mixed Bag Games has been in contact to let us know that Futuridium EP Deluxe will soon be getting a limited physical release. With 2,000 PlayStation Vita copies and 2,000 PlayStation 4 copies up for grabs, Mixed Bag Games has partnered with Limited Run Games in order to bring us a physical copy of late 2014 Shoot 'em Up Futuridium EP Deluxe. Both the pre-order date and the release date of this physical edition yet to be determined. With both Breach and Clear and their own Saturday morning RPG already under the belt for Vita, Limited Run Games has proven that their service is a solid one, and we at the Vita Lounge praise them for their injection of physical life into the Vita ecosystem. We'll be sure to pass on more information regarding the Limited Run Games print of Futuridium EP Deluxe as soon as it's made available, but till then, it's probably best to start saving those pennies.
Pennies.
Yeah.
Moving on. This Thursday, which is almost now, Bandai Namco ups the Digivolution possibilities with a worldwide Cyber Sleuth version update. Bringing the version count to 1.04, this newly announced update for Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth rolls out on March 10th and introduces the following Digimon into the mix via Digivolution, of course. Shine Greymon Burst Mode Ultimate, Mirage Gaogomon Burst Mode Ultimate, Rosemon Burst Mode Ultimate, Ravemon Burst Mode Ultimate, Valkyrimon Burst... no Burst Mode. Valkyrimon Ultimate, Darkdramon Ultimate, and Chaosmon Super Ultimate. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth is available now, so if you've already picked up the game, don't forget to grab this update when it hits very soon. The next Genkai Toki game has been announced by Compile Heart. The freshly announced pirate RPG Genkai Toki 7 Pirates puts you in the shoes of protagonist Peru Kairi, tossing you into a breast-filled adventure to find 7 treasures. Details are scant at the moment, but Genkai Toki producer Norihasa Kochiwa has hinted at more information on the process of shock that was born from this title, a system that challenges Genkai, which is the limit, and something called pie raising, which we can only assume has to do with opai, or breasts, for the English listeners. More on Genkai Toki 7 Pirates is likely to come as the next issue of Dengeki PlayStation actually reaches some hands, but for now, that's the whole bazonga. Kicking on with the news, 2 characters from a current light novel and upcoming anime have been announced for upcoming inclusion in Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax Ignition, their edition coming via paid DLC. Akko and Lucian, characters from Netoj no Yome wa Ononoko ja Nai to Omota, also known as And You Thought There Were No Girls Online, have been announced as upcoming paid DLC for the enhanced release of Fighting Climax, the former being fully playable while the latter is only available for support purposes. Release date and pricing has yet to be announced, however the characters will be playable at the upcoming Dengeki Game Festival on March 13th in Akihabara, so hopefully we'll hear more on or around that date. Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax Ignition is available now in Japan.
We've long been getting teases from the @CrashKeys Twitter account. However, thanks to an early bit of information from the next issue of Famitsu, we are finally getting some Zero-Time Dilemma details. The story follows 9 men and women who have been locked in an underground bunker. Their goal is simple: escape. But of course, that ain't blah blah blah. I was on a roll, I was doing good. But of course, that isn't as straightforward as it seems. The 9 are separated into 3 different teams and are placed in 3 different sections of the bunker. In order to return to the surface, 6 passwords must be obtained. There's only one way that these can be gathered: through the death of a character. In order to escape, 6 characters must die. Who will be sacrificed? Or could there be another way to escape with everyone in one piece? That is up for the player to discover. As for the characters, we're not sure which is which, but we've got word on the following names and character voices. Carlos, I'm not going to read the voice actors, I don't care. Carlos, Akan, Junpei, Q, Eric, Mira, Diana, Fee, Sigma. Zero Escape 3 Zero-Time Dilemma is due out this summer in Europe and North America. More information will likely be available soon. Developer Platine Dispositive? I don't know. Will be bringing their 2D action platformer Bunny Must Die, Chelsea and the Seven Devils to PlayStation Vita in June. The title follows the character Bunny, who needs to escape the Devil's Labyrinth, and not Chelsea as the title would have led you to believe, and defeat the Seven Devils. The game is described as containing hilariously over-the-top action, with there being various puzzles, enemies, and traps to navigate. An interesting feature is that you'll be able to manipulate the fabric of time to complete puzzles. Bunny Must Die has been available on Steam since September 2013, and its June Japanese PlayStation Vita release will come first before the game makes the leap to PS4 in the summer. Speaking of which, the game is currently only scheduled to release in Japan, but if that changes, you can bet that we'll be there to let you know. The latest issue of Dengeki PlayStation has added the Japanese release date and some new character details for Ys 8. While the PlayStation 4 version has been delayed into 2017, you can expect to see Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana hit PlayStation Vita July 21st in Japan, just over 4 months from now. In addition to the release date announcement, we also hear of 2 new characters, Rokata, a whip mace wielding 12-year-old, and Hamul, a bayonet boasting 24-year-old. So now that the Japanese release date is settled and we've taken a look at those characters, where's Exceed with the localization announcement?
Exceed? That's what I'm saying. Moving on. Announced back at PSX in December 2014, Double Fine's Day of the Tentacle Remastered has finally been given a release date. An announcement on GOG.com confirmed that the game will release on PC on March 22nd, and when Kotaku inquired about the PS4 and Vita versions, GOG brand director Tomas Nalawak, I hope I'm saying that right, confirmed via email that the PlayStation versions would also release on the same date. In the correspondence between the two, the following excerpt was included. Quote, Double Fine Productions, in collaboration with Lucasfilm, is pleased to announce that Day of the Tentacle Remastered is available to pre-order today for PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita, and PC, and will be released on March 22nd. The game will be listed on the PlayStation Network as a cross-buy title for $14.99 with a 10% pre-order discount, and sports a new PlayStation 4 theme as a pre-order bonus. End quote. Originally released for Mac OS X, or OX, I think that's supposed to be OS X, and DOS in '93, Day of the Tentacle is a point-and-click adventure game where the player takes control of 3 different characters, Bernard, Hoagie, and Laverne, to solve puzzles while using time travel to explore different historical events. The antagonist of the title is the evil Purple Tentacle, for which the game is obviously named. This remaster of classic adventure game is set to feature new hand-drawn, high-resolution artwork alongside remastered audio, music, and sound effects. Similar to Grim Fandango Remastered, Day of the Tentacle Remastered will also feature a commentary track by the game's original creators Tim Schafer, Dave Grossman, Larry Ahern, Peter Chan, Peter McConnell, and Clint Bajakian. March 22nd isn't very far away, so Day of the Tentacle is almost here once again. Can you believe it? Next up, Four Circle Interactive is taken to the PlayStation blog to reveal details of their upcoming platformer 10 Second Ninja X, which will be coming to PlayStation Vita this summer. As the title suggests, you play as a ninja and have 10 seconds to defeat every enemy in a level. The game is fast, furious, and infuriating, with Pierce explaining that players will need to keep retrying a level to get a perfect 3-star rating. You'll need to nail each level, so be prepared for hours of frustration, and a good way, of course, to get the perfect score. In the blog post, Dan Pierce, a designer of the game, explained how the whole team at Four Circle are massive PlayStation fans. Pierce even stated that it's his dream to release the game on the PlayStation platform ever since his career began in game development. Four Circle are also massive fans of the Vita titles Ollie Ollie, Velocity, and Stealth Inc., with the team looking to emulate the success and popularity of those titles. There's a trailer on the site for 10 Second Ninja X if you're interested. No official release date was confirmed, but the team hoped to have the title out this summer. And moving on. Bandai Namco released new details for Gundam Breaker 3 that introduced the basic customization, latest playable gunpla, and merge-based strengthening system that will feature in the game. Looking at basic customization. Your own one-of-a-kind Gundam. In the Gundam Breaker series, you collect parts of your fallen enemies to enable you to create a unique one-of-a-kind Gundam. With over 150 mobile suits available, there are over 75 billion different combinations that can be created, save for weapons and shields. Your mobile suit configuration is displayed on the right of the screen, and you can even make use of full gunplay techniques like coloring and weathering. By changing your arms to different mobile suits, your mobile suit's abilities and armaments will change. It should be noted that you cannot set individual arms one by one. And you can set techniques to various buttons, including your special EX action move, awakening burst action techniques, and armaments attached to parts. Moving on to look at Builder's Parts. For the first time in the series, Gundam Breaker 3 introduces a Builder's Parts feature. This is a new element of customization that allows you to equip each part with various additions, such as armaments and decorations, within the slot limits. Equip a cannon on your shoulder. Via actions, you can assign a button to the cannon for use in battle. In Builder's Parts, you can adjust XYZ positioning, XYZ rotation, and even the scale. And you can fill up the slots and create a Gundam all your own. In addition, we get a look at the strengthening system. In Gundam Breaker 3, the strengthening system allows for you to strengthen the parts through 4 different methods: single merge, batch merge, plastic merge, and derivation merge. Single merge. Merging the part you want to strengthen with a material part will see the part that you want to strengthen receive a level up, ability enhancement, ability inheritance, and rarity raised. The merged material part will be lost. Batch merge. You can merge the part you want to strengthen with a multiple of different parts, material parts. Since the parts you no longer need are put together and merged, there is no ability inheritance or rarity raise. However, if the part you want to strengthen has the same ability as the material parts, that ability will be strengthened. The material parts you merged, again, will be lost. And plastic merge. Merge the part you want to strengthen with the experience point raising items, plastic, and ability strengthening and inherited items, cubes obtained during missions. The part you want to strengthen will receive a level up, ability enhancement, and ability inheritance. The plastic and cubes you merged will be lost. And lastly, derivation merge. Merge selected parts with different parts, material parts, to produce new parts. These new parts will receive a level up, ability enhancement, ability inheritance, and rarity raise. The merged parts will be lost. Gundam Breaker 3 released in Japan this week and receives an Asian English version next month. Get hyped.
Yeah, buddy. Alright, next up and finally, we have the last piece of news here. Bandai Namco has released a new update to Extreme vs. Force in Japan, upping the roster and tweaking the game for more settings and more options. Version 1.03 of Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme vs. Force has been released into the wild, and updating will net you some very nice changes. The first of these changes we'll take a look at is the new Course Battle mode, a single-player mode where you can take on a CPU character in a cost battle mission. You'll have 8 courses available and 73 missions to take on, with the highest level course H being a boss rush mode. All suits available in Extreme Force mode will be available in Course Battle mode, and by clearing courses you can earn GP for use in Extreme Force mode. Moving on, we also get the much welcome addition of a custom button configuration allowing you to remap buttons to your will, even for specific modes. Even the select button touchscreen regions in R2L2 on PlayStation TV will be available for mapping after this update. Additional cosmetic changes include the injection of a screen before free battles and the ability to select a mobile suit and jump back into any Extreme Force mode mission. Lastly, we have the introduction of 6 new mobile suits. Mac Knife from Gundam Reconnagusta in G, 2000 cost, piloted by Mask. Gundam Phasalis from Mobile Suit Gundam 0083, Stardust Memory, 2,500 cost, piloted by Anavel Gato. Master Gundam from Mobile Fighter G Gundam, 3,000 cost, piloted by Master Asia. Turn X from Turn A Gundam, 3,000 cost, piloted by Jim Ginham. Strike Freedom Gundam from Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Destiny, 3,000 cost, piloted by Kira Yamamoto. And Double Zero Gundam from Mobile Suit Gundam 00, 3,000 cost, piloted by Setsuna FCA? I don't even know. Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme vs. Force is available now in Japan and is headed west later this year. Update 'em if you got 'em. And that's the news.
That is the news, Tyler.
Woohoo!
Woohoo, indeed. So, moving on from the news, we always move to talking points and announce release games we're looking forward to from the week. So, I know that was a short list, but what looks good, Tyler?
Um, I'm really excited for Zero Escape 3. Um, I I beat the second one. I never played the first one, but I'm always down for these interesting stories about death and how to escape things. So that's always exciting. Other than that, there's actually nothing I care about from this list of stuff we talked about. Actually, no, I lied. No, we already have that game, so it doesn't matter. Never mind. Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm excited about in this list. What about you, Kyle?
Well, a little bit. Zero Escape, I'm kind of on the edge of excited. I still have to play Virtue's Last Reward, and I'm told I have to play 999 before that. So I don't know. I'm just so far behind the game. I don't know what to do. Also, 10 Second Ninja X seems interesting to me. I like, those short burst games every once in a while, and this seems like it might be a good one, so I've kind of got my eye on that one. And Ease 8 Lacrimosa Dana. Now that it's been dated, I hope somebody will pick it up for localization. Exceed. And get it over here. Exceed. But yeah, so I'm just looking for some localization help here, guys. Um, yeah, so that's what looks good to me.
Yeah,
There you go.
easy.
Taste it.
Smell it.
Moving on. We have the PlayStation Store top downloads for February 2016. I don't think it's anybody's surprise that Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth has taken the top spot in North America and Europe.
Woo!
Um, yeah, super awesome. I'm sure if it was physical edition, it would still have done that, but yay. Also, new titles Hitman Go Definitive Edition and Lego Marvel's Adventures charted at number 5 and 8 in Europe, but did not chart at all in North America. So the only new one that charted was Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, other than PSP title, which is Vita compatible, that just released Breath of Fire 3, charted taking number 3 in North America. So did pretty good behind Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth there in North America, although there's not a whole lot of note on that list, other than, of course, the Sword Art Online games holding on to those spots.
Yeah, buddy.
But yeah, so if you're interested, the list is up. Um, yeah, we might as well run through them. It's only 10 each. So North America, PS Vita top 10. Number 1 is Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Number 2 is Borderlands 2. Number 3 is Breath of Fire 3 PSP title. Number 4 is Soul Sacrifice Delta. Number 5 is Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z. Number 6 is Persona 4 Golden. Number 7 is Sword Art Online Hollow Fragment. Number 8 is J-Stars Victory Versus Plus. Number 9 is Minecraft. And number 10 is Sword Art Online Lost Song. In Europe, the PS Vita top 10, because they dropped their top 20 for some reason, is number 1, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Number 2, Don't Starve Giant Edition. Number 3, Minecraft. Number 4, Need for Speed Most Wanted. Number 5, Hitman Go Definitive Edition. Number 6, Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories PSP title. Number 7, Tekken 6 PSP title. Number 8, Lego Marvel's Avengers. Number 9, Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified. And number 10, FIFA 15 Legacy Edition. There you have it. Some kind of whack games on there, but that's what happens. Right, Tyler?
That's what happens.
Them sales will do crazy things, you guys. Um, but yeah, I think that's all for talking points, unless you got something to add there, Tyler.
Nah, I'm good.
There we have it. Moving on to listener mail. What do we have?
We got a little bit here. So first up, Jeff on Twitter at prototype0115 asks, "Is it time to give up on the Twitch app for Vita?"
Well, I don't know. I guess it could happen, but at this point, what are you really expecting from it? It's not like you're going to be able to stream, so I don't get what is really the huge deal.
Um, so
I know with the Twitch app versus like that live at PlayStation app, you can view all types of streams instead of just being able to view PS4 streams, I think. But other than that,
right.
so what?
I mean, so for me, I really do like watching live streams and whatnot. So I think that for me, having it on the Vita would be nice, but I'm not sure if I actually would utilize it. But it would be nice to have. I'd definitely download it and give it a shot and see how well it works and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I don't think it's time to give up. I mean, have they even released it on any of the other things that they said they were going to release it on?
Yeah, it's out on PS4.
And it's at PS3 as well.
I have no idea.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could try to get in contact with someone that might know, but yeah, I haven't given up yet, but you never know. They could always just say we don't care anymore. But
Yeah, the craziest things happen with Vita. We get support for things way after we should have. We get no support for things when we should. So like I have no idea. It could happen tomorrow. It could never happen. I don't know.
yeah,
It's possible still.
we will do what we've always been doing and wait and see.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, next up, another one from Jeff. He asks, "Will any of you take advantage of Amazon Japan's new policy to allow for international shipping?"
Hell, if they got cheap games and they'll ship them here cheaply, I will.
Yeah, for me, there's not really anything that I'm interested in importing. So, I mean, it'd have to be something I really, really, really need, and I know for a fact it's not gonna happen. So, it's nice to see that that's there now. So, yeah, I'm sure Play Asia is not happy about that. So yeah,
Maybe it'll cause a little bit of a price war, and we'll see some prices drop, which is always good for everybody.
yeah, competition is always healthy. All right, you want to read the next one? I'm about to sneeze.
I don't even have the page up, so I
Okay, that's
can't.
fine. Um, what kind of what kind of games do you believe are missing and appropriate for the Vita?
Are missing?
Yeah.
Hmm. Sports games, man. um, yeah, I think that's really like the biggest one missing category is sports games. I mean, we've had some ridiculous re-renditions of FIFA and MLB where they've repeatedly cut features and just done stupid things and charged full price for them. But other than those few examples and the lone Madden 13 that we got way back when, there haven't been a lot of big sports titles and even just sports titles in general. I'd love to see a hockey game or some sort of, NBA hoops sort of, you know, street basketball game or something like that on the system because I'd play them and there isn't. So I don't know. That's the biggest miss for me is sports games. What do you think, Tyler?
I'd have to agree with you. Sports games are lacking, and there was a really good chance, a really good opportunity for EA to really push sports games. And I feel like if they were to still push sports games, even if it was just digital formats, I think they could be doing really well if they were actually taking the time to improve on them. Like I don't see why they never did take the opportunity, but they are a big company and they want to focus on big dollars. So you never know, but hey, we're just a little guy over here getting what we can. So yeah, that's what I would have to go with as well. Next up, another question from Jeff. It's the Jeff podcast here. He asks, "Will Kyle ever give Minecraft another shot?"
I don't know. That depends on how much money you guys got.
You greedy son
No,
of a bitch.
in all seriousness, um, not really interested. So, like, I mean, giving it another shot for what? To play more of something I don't like? I'm just really not sure what I would be giving it a shot for.
I have an idea, Kyle and Jeff. This is an idea we can push to Kyle's brain to see if he's down. So you know how we always do Extra Life, right?
Yeah.
Kyle's not liking this idea already. He's already getting that. Like, what are you plotting, Tyler? So we start the stream with Minecraft. I know you already hate the idea. And if people are able to continuously donate a certain dollar amount, we just continue playing. And the second we don't get that dollar amount for a certain time, we then stop and go to the
So
next game.
basically, what you want to do is have people pay to torture me.
Basically, so
Like pay by the minute to torture me.
yeah, but
Like I'm a call girl for torture.
we wouldn't go by the minute. It would go by like every like maybe half hour or something. If we don't get a certain dollar amount, then we continue the stream like normal. Oh, I'm sure it wouldn't last as long as you were thinking, but there's always that one chance that people see this and realize like, oh, I've got to be a part of this.
Ah, Tyler.
It's a good idea.
You love to torture me, don't you?
Yes,
Kind of a dick.
it's a good idea. I like it.
It would be a good idea if it was me torturing you or something, but I don't know
Nah,
about me.
people don't like that. They already know.
People love that.
No,
That's why
they're
they
already
listen to
shaking
this
their heads
podcast.
with disagreement about your idea, and they're agreeing with my idea.
We have 800,000 people listening to this podcast where I just beat on you all the time.
Yeah, and they feel bad, and they all message me like, Tyler, we
I
all
think you
love
should
you.
screenshot me some of these messages, Tyler. I'm calling shenanigans.
Hey, can you guys send me some messages real quick? I need to screenshot them.
Yeah, that's about it. This isn't live, so good luck with that.
They will do what they need to do. I'll just Photoshop out the date that they were sent.
Photoshop out the date.
You'll have no idea.
You see what I'm working with here, people, don't you? You know why I rag on them, don't you?
An angel.
All right. So is that it, Tyler, for questions here?
Um, I no, it's not, but I still think it's a good idea. What my idea was, so don't be trying to blow it off like
No,
that, you
no,
bastard.
we're moving on.
All right, people, send the tweets. We need to torture Kyle. Anyways, next up, torture Kyle. We got another question from at torture Kyle. Says you guys really need to do this idea. I'm all about it. Hashtag torture Kyle YOLO.
So where's the hang up button on this?
Okay, I'm kidding. We got one more question. It's from NonSkippo, and he asks, thoughts on the new crowdfunding site, gamekicker.org, and the lack of Vita presence at launch?
Well, here's my initial thought. I've never heard of it, so it can't be that interesting.
Do you want to know the second thing?
Sure, what's the second thing?
They only have 2 games up there.
And what are they?
I don't know, just 2 random games, so expecting Vita stuff out of 2 things is... I don't think it's... I can't think of the word. Like, I'm not
Half
worried.
of all games should be Vita games.
Right, so there's not enough. Like, if there was like 100 games here, like, being started to try to be kicked off or whatever, I'd be like, okay, I mean, how come one, not even one is there? But, I mean, it's literally just 2 games. And only one of them has, I think, 1 backer. The other one has no backers. The other one has, let's see here.
So what is this, like, this, some guy in his basement's Kickstarter?
I mean,
Like,
it looks just like,
replacement site?
it looks exactly like Kickstarter. It's like a fucking copy paste of Kickstarter. Okay, this one has a little bit more than 1 backer, but still, it's...
This site is called Punch Beginninger, and it's totally not like Kickstarter.
Yeah, so... Yeah. I guess the other one has a
So
backer,
we'll just
too.
not go to that site ever again. and you can not go there too and protest on Skippo. I think that would be a good idea.
Well, yeah. What are you gonna do? I mean, there's only 2 games. You can't really expect them to suddenly be all about the Vita.
See, like if we all three of us boycott their site, that's probably like half their traffic.
Anyways, yeah, there's not really much thought on that. It's too early and it's only 2 games, so I don't really have too many thoughts on it. So, but thanks for bringing
There
that
we
to
have
our
it.
attention, Non-Skippo. Thanks for the question. I think that's it. That is it. Oh, no, I lied. We got another one from we definitely have to torture Kyle. They're asking. I mean,
If hands could reach through computers, Tyler. If hands could reach through computers.
well, if hands could reach through computers, things would get real weird real quick. All right, that's all the questions we got. So, Kyle, what are we gonna check out this week?
All right, well, I got a real easy one for you. Despite the criticism that I've heard in the past, it's a good game. Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation is on sale right now from the regular price of $26.99 for $6.74. That's pretty cheap. I don't know if you could get it any cheaper than that, so I'd say jump on it. The lady persona, I believe it is kind of bullshit. The other two are pretty fun. So just stick through it through those, lame lady moments, and you'll make it. Pretty decent game. Like, I mean, it's not the greatest looking, but it's Assassin's Creed on the go, and I enjoyed it. So there you go. What do you think, Tyler? Do you enjoy it?
I did. I agree with you.
There you go.
All right.
Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. Get it.
Yeah. All right. Let's get out of here, Kyle. Shall we?
Sounds like a plan.
It's a pretty short episode, but hey, that's all right. So, if you've got listener mail or comments, contact us via media services at thevitalounge.net. You can find everything we talked about today at thevitalounge.net, including any mentioned news, reviews, featured articles, and store updates. We also have a community forum and magazine. The magazine is available both digitally and in physical copies. You can support the site and get a physical copy of the magazine via patreon.com/thevitalounge. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook. On Twitter, it's at the Vita Lounge. I'm at Mr. PSVita Reviews. Kyle is at Teflon Tactics. And we're on Facebook. Just search the Vita Lounge. We just hit 10,000 followers on the Vita Lounge's Twitter. So that's good. Time for celebration. Go help them out. Follow some more. Get that climbing even higher. We're also on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com/loungeplay. Subscribe to that channel. Kyle's posting videos up. And it's fun to be had. This podcast is available on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, YouTube, and via direct download on the site, which reminds me, I don't think I even uploaded last week's episode. Whoopsie daisy.
Boo.
I need to do that. Hey, cut me some slack. There's been a lot going on.
Fine.
And you're cutting out so no one cares anymore. All right, we're out of here. Goodbye. That's Torture Kyle.